with low interest rates, I think you still have to favor equities. The last time we spoke, I think the big question in everybody's mind was when was all the optimism getting priced in? And I think at 3,100 on the S&P, we were pretty close to that. So we're a little bit below that, but still pretty strong. So equities in the U.S., investment-grade corporates is still like that. I think that fixed income is a difficult area with rates so low, but with all the Fed support, I think if you can get a 3% yield on an investment-grade ETF, that's a good place to be. And also, it's interesting, we are very much in a regional world now and not a global one. So I think you have to look at areas like China, with China going to very much be reliant on Korea and Taiwan and other areas for technology because of the trade wars and the increased tension. So I think the emerging markets are opportunistic for U.S. investors. The PE on emerging markets compared to the U.S. is low, but obviously the emerging markets, the future of the emerging markets are very much a function of the dollar. And so if you think that the U.S. is stabilized and the dollar may start to weaken, I think emerging markets is another area to look at.
Okay, and Kirk, a lot of eyes on what could happen to the dollar, what could happen to U.S. assets more broadly if these cases keep rising in the U.S. I mean, just right now I'm looking at this Reuters tally talking about California now with a record jump in COVID-19 cases where you are. Given that we've had these double-digit percentage gains on the quarter, how concerning is this to you?
Well, I've spoken for a while about the the worry about the second wave. So I think it's logical to expect, if you looked at the heat map, it was very much in the Northeast. And now it's spread to Florida and Texas, which arguably opened too quickly. In California, it's interesting. California, in certain areas, it's spiking, but other areas, not so much. So I think you have to expect this to continue. And I think the big question will be, is this the peak? Are we getting to the peak? Or is this going to die down during the summer and then you get the second wave in the fall? And that's the big uncertainty quotient, is that second wave in the fall. But to your point, we all have to have pause here when we see the spikes of the last couple of days.